Okay. Please settle. We're about to start. Quorum na. Okay, 91st regular session of the 20th City Council is now called to order. Invocation by Honorable Councilor Ayan Mark Nakaya, followed by the singing of the Lupang Hinirang and the Cagayan de Oro March. Please rise.
Let us put ourselves in the presence of God. Heavenly Father, we are gathered today to celebrate not only the lives of our fellow councilors who have just celebrated their respective birthday, but closer to the day is the birthday of Councilor General Romeo Calizo. We thank you for his well-being, and we also thank you for the well-being of the membership, the presiding officer, and all the personal staff of the administration of Mayor Rolando Clarex OE, as well as that of Vice Mayor Bebot Rodriguez. We beseech you to guide us and provide us with the wisdom and direction in considering the measures that is put before us and our aspirations that be aligned to your will and according to your Holy Spirit. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Father, Son, Spirit.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, helas ng sirangalan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyag ka ng magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong pagaw, ay hinatang tula, kawin sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na naghihingi, ang ituwi
Please sit down. Mr. Secretary, please do the roll call.
Honorable City Vice Mayor Jocelyn B. Rodriguez, Presiding Officer. For the First District Councilors, Honorable Agapito Heriberto G. Swan, Honorable Roger G. Abaday, Honorable J.R. Pascual, Honorable Amy Rose P. Moreno, Honorable Romeo V. Calizo, Honorable George S. Goking, Honorable Jose Pepe S. Abu Jr., Honorable Malvern A. Esparcia. For the Second District Councilors, Honorable Ivona Yasini B. Imano, Honorable Maria Lourdes S. Gaani, Honorable Jolene Mercedes L. Balaba, Honorable James K. Judith II, Honorable Ian Mark Kinakaya, Honorable Edgar S. Cabanlas, Honorable Christian Rosticoy Machas, Honorable Josette G. Magtahas Daba. For the ex-officio members, Honorable Yan Lam S. Lim, Liga ng mga Barangay President, Honorable Kenneth Jan D. Sakala, CTSK Federation President on Official Business, Honorable Dato Roberto P. Cabaring, IPMR. There is quorum, Madam Presiding Officer.
Quorum is hereby certified. I've been observing this. Flag ceremony should all be inside the plenary session. You do not come in after the flag ceremony, and let it be a practice that if session starts at 2:30, before 2:30, everybody should be already inside. Otherwise, Mr. Secretary, I declare that they will be absent if they do not start with the start of the singing of the Lupang Hinirang and they come in. So what's the respect of our flag, no? The Lupang Hinirang. Okay? That is for everybody. Okay? For the knowledge of everybody, let us respect our session. Let us be present before we start the program, before we start the singing of the Lupang Hinirang. Okay? I hope it's clear to everybody. Okay, before I proceed, let us sing happy birthday song to Councilor Romeo Calizo, to be led by Councilor Alam Lim and Councilor Abu. Okay, the two. Last Friday. Okay. So to be led by Councilor Alam Lim. Please rise. Please rise.
May butag sa tanan? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Pastor, birthday to you. Birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. How old are you?
Unsa man imong message, Councilor Alam Lim, sa ilang duha?
May they have more birthday to come. God bless.
Okay. Okay, let's proceed. Good afternoon, no, everybody. And of course, we have visitors who are here today watching the session, our friends from the media, our fellow Cagayanos are watching us right now, our guests, maayong hapon kanatong tanan. So, may I call Majority Floor Leader, Attorney Edgar Cabanlas. You are recognized.
Thank you very much, the ever pretty and ever active Vice Mayor, Presiding Officer, Honorable Bibo Rodriguez, members of the City Council, visitors and guests we have in the gallery, people of Cagayan de Oro, mayang hapon sa tanan. Madam Chair, may I greet the birthday celebrants. Happy birthday again. Councilor General, the ever happy General Calizo.
Yeah. The
And of course,
gentleman.
the ever handsome Joey Abo. Uh, Madam Chair, may I move to dispense the reading of the minutes of the previous regular session of this council on August 5, 2024.
Any second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second. Objection. I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Before we proceed with our special report, portion me, I request, Madam Chair, that the Honorable Presiding Officer recognizes the presence of our Mr. newly, I think, voted and won, a winner of the Mr. Cagayan de Oro 2024. Madam Chair.
Yes. Is he around?
Nga ba?
Candidate. Okay.
Our candidate,
Representing Cagayan de Oro City.
yeah, he is the
Oh, employee of the city budget office. So let us support the candidate for Mr. Cagayan de Oro City.
so
So is he?
he is the winner of Mr. Cagayan de Oro, or just a representative of the city hall for that
Sa Mr.
Cagayan de
Cagayan.
Oro budget.
Okay.
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 Good luck.
That-
Okay. Thank you.
And I think you will.
Councilor Roger Abaday, you have something to say?
If you may, the body will also include the recognition of the presence of our brothers and sisters here. They are known to be Aziz or Save the Earth from A to Z. They are watching our session.
Okay. Welcome to Cagayan de Oro City. So let's give them a round of applause. Thank you.
So, Madam Chair, on the special report portion, there are 3 members of the city council who are intending to render special reports, but just now, Councilor Ian Mark Nkaya informed this body that he will be postponing his special report
Okay.
after the fiesta.
Okay.
So, 2 are remaining. Councilor James Judith, who will be reporting on the status of firefighting equipment of the Makabalan Fire Station. And the third is Councilor Christian Rustico Atsas with a new topic of displacement of Motorella due to LPTRP Local Public Transportation Route Plan. May I move, Madam Chair, that Councilor James Judith be recognized.
Okay. Councilor Attorney James Judith, you are recognized.
Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. Madam Chair, ang atong halangdong presiding officer, Vice Mayor Jocelyn Bebot Rodriguez, atong Majority Floor Leader, Consehal Edgar Cabanlas, akong tinahod ng mga kauban sa konseho, atong mga bisita, o ang atong katawhan sa dakbayan sa Cagayan de Oro, sa inyong tanan, maupay. Madam Chair, ang kamaumaong fire truck sa Makabalan Fire Substation, taod-taod na nga dili magamit sa iyang katuyuan. Sa rason or sa hinungdan nga adunay pisa niini nga kinahanglan tuliron o kinahanglan alisdan. Og maong pisaha mahinungdanon or importante gayon kay kani siya mooy responsable sa pagbugwak og kusog nga tubig sa fire hose nga maopoy atong magamit sa pagpatay og kalayo. Madam Chair, pila na ka mga insidente sa sunog na hitabo sa maong barangay Makabalan ang akong pasabot nga pwede pa unta ang pipila ka mga balay ang maluwas unta, malikay sa pagkaugdaw, kung unta nakaresponde sa dinalian ang maubaling fire station kay naaraman sulod sa iyang AOR or Area of Responsibility. Gani sa pinakaulahi nga sunog nga nahitabo, tulo na kasimana milabay o baka isa ka bulan na nga nahitabo, Madam Chair, diya gyud sa tugkaran sa Makabalan Fire Substation nga maluwas unta ang pipila ka mga balay sa pagkaugdaw niini kay nagsalig man sila, nagtuo man sila ang mga residente diha kay naara man sa iyang tugkaran. Apan sa ilang pagtawag na dismaya sila, Madam Chair, kay tungod nga tuod na ara ang fire truck sa maubali or a fire station sa ilang tugkaran duol ra sa asa ang sunog. Apan dili man makaresponde ang maong fire truck kay tungod lagi guba ang kahimanan niini, Madam Chair. Walay kalabutan ang barangay. Wala po'y mahimo ang ato baling local government unit, ang lokal nga pagangamahanan sa Lakbayan. Kaya ang problema sa atong pagduki-duki, Madam Chair, kabahin sa gitawag nato nga procurement system sa mga kadagkuan sa Bureau of Fire Protection sa BEP dito sa kauluhan. Gani ang kapitan nila, nangita na lagi ang inisyatibo, si Kapitan Saniel Raipon, nagdunar, uban kaniya ang iyang konseho, nagdunar og pump para na lang lugar nga mapangitaan og diskarte or pamaagi kag simba ko naa na sa dunya sunog nga may tabo. Apan ang problema, Madam Chair, kay ang maong nga pump dili man haom sa original specification sa gikinanlan nga isip kahimanan sa pagpatay og kalayo sa maong nga fire truck. Mo nang dili gyapon kini masaligan og mopalyar kini matag karon og unya. Madam Chair, inani lang. Ang ato manggod nga pangutana karon, pila pa ba di ay kasunog ang gikinanlan aron mapapadali nato ang procurement system o papagitaan nato diskarte sa BEP, Madam Chair, ang paghimo bali sa pagsulbad bali sa problema sa procurement system sa BEP. Og nasayran pod nato, Madam Chair, nga dili lang di ay problema kini sa Makabalan Fire Substation, kundi sa tanan nga mga fire station o fire substation dinhi sa atong dakbayan nga ubos sa pagdumala ni BEP kon Bureau of Fire Protection. Busa, at this juncture, Madam Chair, I therefore move that a resolution, number 1, that a resolution be made urging the BEP to expedite the procurement system for the repair of this fire truck or for the replacement part to be procured at the soonest possible time. And second, Madam Chair, that this matter be referred to the Committee on Public Order chaired by the good Councilor General Romy Calizo. Sa akong pagtapos, Madam Chair, kini lang. Matud pa sa usa ka sanglitanan nga but nako ipaambit sa tanan. Matud pa sa maong sanglitanan nagaingon nga kitang tanan mga wala ning kalibutan. Una, ikaduha, ang bulawan dili gyud tayon. Ikatulo, ang kalayo makasunog gayud. Dini nala kukutob, daghang salamat og asdang Cagayan de Oro.
Simba ko lang. Mga wala ning kalibutan. Anyway, thank you very much. Yes, Councilor Romeo Calizo, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Good afternoon to all. Murag matingala man ta nga all these years, si Councilor Attorney James Judith pa ang naka-report nga ingon ani day ang kahimtang sa Makabalan Fire Station equipage ug matud pa niya apil na ang uban pang mga fire stations. What I've learned in the uniformed service, Madam Chair, is that every Saturday morning they conduct, they call it SI/TINE or Saturday inspection and troop inspection and education. So I wonder why only this time that this report comes to the LGU and to the council even to take appropriate action. Where in fact, they should have that periodic and recurring reports. And one of these is the status of these fire equipment. So while I think while I agree that this be referred to the appropriate committee, which I chair, Madam Chair, maybe I could say that in the exercise of my oversight functions, I failed to look into the periodic reports of the fire stations, because if you look at Task Force Oro, COCPO, the BJMP, when I look into the reports, everything is in order. Now, when I tried to randomly inspect some of our fire stations, like in Kauswagan, for example, everything is okay. So now there's something wrong with Makabalan. So I don't know if the reports that are reaching us are truthful enough, but then again, it will be good to have this referred to the appropriate committee, so that what else aside from the budget that's reaching our field fire stations can LGU do to help them? Kaya during the Fire Olympics, I could see that their desire to really render service. In fact, they've already trained many of our barangays to also help out as first responders whenever fire incidents happen, Madam Chair. And I saw that the training that they conducted, I saw the results of based on the performance of those who have joined the competition during the Fire Olympics last August 7, Madam Chair. So I really think that this information reaches the City Council, so that you can probably help out in providing the appropriate action. So it's good. We'll welcome the prayer of the reporter, the good reporter, that this be referred to the appropriate committee, the Committee on Fire. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much, Councilor Romeo Calizo. Yes, Majority Floor Leader, Attorney Edgar Cabanlas, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. May I request if may I know if the reporter is willing to respond to some interpellation? First, did you conduct any due diligence on this report? Have you talked to the ILG and or to the Chief Fire Marshal of Cagayan de Oro? Have you talked to them personally?
Yeah, you're recognized, Attorney James Judith.
Isa sa mga kadaguan sa regional level, Majority Floor Leader, o sa kanhi estudyante nako sa CU, amoy ako na storya o giambiter niya nga naana nga problema. Ang importante lang kuno ang pagpadali. Pero mo tong nangutana ko kung unsa bay mahimo nato namo dinhi sa ato sa dakbayan, isip balitabang nato counterpart sa ilang baling procurement system.
I mean, have you talked to the...
Wala, dili sa Fire Marshal, Majority Floor Leader.
That's why,
Ang galpo.
this is why, because you allege in your special report that almost all the fire trucks are suffering the same predicament. Have you gone to all of these fire stations? You know, special reports must be clarified, verified. Just like in any kind of report, whether it's media or whatever, you have to verify it, because this will become an accusation. Have you listened to them? Now, when was that? When because I noticed that every time there is fire, all these vehicles from the fire department are working. You're correct. Okay, man. And why are you saying before us here that almost all of this, that is why, before you say something, Klaro sa nato. Dili lang for the sake of making a report. Because from now on, I will be interpolating all reports later on. I will be interpolating all the reporters and verify whether they have done their job of verifying.
If I may, Madam Chair, ang ako ang Makabalan Fire Substation. Bago lang bali nato nga na nakutlo, nga naapod ang pipila ka mga fire station or substation nga naay mga nagkadaiyang problema. Pero ang pinaka-importante sa akong special report, Madam Chair, mao nga ang fire truck sa mao nga fire substation sa Makabalan dili makaresponde sulod sa iyang AOR kay muandar ang maong fire engine pero dili bali makabugwak og kusog nga tubig. Di ako nagtutok og ang uban laing-laing nga mga problema sa PISA. Pero ang akong gitutukan sa akong special report, Madam Chair, kung inyong mabantayan, ang diha gyud nga dili makabugwak og tubig ang maubaling nga fire truck sa maong Makabalan Fire Substation. Gani nangitag inisyatibo ang ilang kapitan, si Saniel Raypon, nagdonar og pump. Ang problema, ang maong pump, dili haom sa original specification. So muna nga ang akong gipangayo sa akong prayer, Madam Chair, una ang resolution kay unsa bay pamaagi nga masinaay resolution mapadali ang procurement system. Wala ako nakakusa, Madam Chair. Ikaduha, dayon nga i-refer sa Committee ba on Public Order ubos bali sa pagtimonil ni General Calizo kung unsa day ang problema. Wala ako nakakusan, Madam Chair, kung matataw ninyo, nag-akusar
okay.
ba ako?
Yeah,
Wala man.
I'm saying,
Okay.
I'm just asking you whether you have verified.
I have verified
You
with
have you
Galpo.
talked to the fire marshal?
Dili Fire Marshal, ang
Have
regional
you
bali.
gone to the DLG who is supplying all these fire trucks? We know that. So that if you come here, you can answer all our questions.
Yes, busa gani, Madam Chair, nga dili ang Fire Marshal nga ang pasabot ng
Ah.
majority floor leader, kundi si Galpo nga akong kani estudyante, akong gi-verify nga naa siya isip isa sa mga inspectorate team sa regional bali nga department sa regional office sa Bureau of Fire Protection. So dito og na-verify na confirm pod ni Kapitan Engineer
Have
Saniel
you
Raypon.
been to Makabalan?
Yes,
Trustee,
Madam Chair.
did you talk to the staff, to the fire staff?
Yes,
Sa ato?
Madam Chair. Yes, Madam Chair.
So,
I did.
how many fire trucks are needed to be repaired? How many are soon as possible that will be needed to be repaired? Have you gone to different? Because when you said a while ago, referred by a student of mine, so it doesn't substantiate the report that you are doing. When we do a report, we make a study. We go to the place, we check, and we get datas, not only reporting for the sake of reporting. If there's only one truck, how many do you think?
Sa Makabalan Fire Substation, ang akong topic, Madam Chair, kumadumduman, special report sa Makabalan Fire Substation. Addendum lang, nag-ingo ko nga, ang uban nga mga fire station o fire substations, adunay managlahi nga problema. Ang akong gitutukan,
Specific na mo
yes, Makabalan Fire Substation nga ang ilang
So what happened to the procurement? Procurement
Mao
city?
gani,
Are we
Madam
involved
Chair.
in the procurement of the city
Wala,
or they have their own budget?
Wala tay labot, pero nag-ingon ang akong estudyante, Madam Chair.
So you talk to the head of the
Nga.
what do you call this?
Ang
Fire truck.
Makabalan Fire Substation, Madam Chair, adunay usa. Sa akong sinugdanan sa akong special report, nagsulti ko ang kamaumaong fire truck sa Makabalan Fire Substation. Kana ang problema. Busa gani nakita pod Boss Torch na atong sa slide nga naato ang pump nga gidunar bali ni Kapitan Raypon uban ang iyang konseho sa Barangay Makabalan, pero problema lagi kay dili haom sa original
Do
specs
we
sa
have
mga
to
fire
bring
truck.
it here in the preliminary? The question now, do we really have to bring it with one problem that the problem can be addressed by Makabalan and the head of the fire marshal? Do we have to bring it here?
Madam Chair,
You think so?
dili raman ang Makabalan, wala sila
Precisely why.
wala
That is the point that Majority Floor Leader is trying to point out. Did you have the ocular? And the first report that you said is that gikan sa ako estudyante. Gikan, that was very clear. And then, were you able to gather facts to the different, that we can generalize, no, nga, nag-depicto sa mga fire type. You know what, the fire marshal had,
Madam-
nag-courtesy man ako. I don't see any,
Madam Chair,
There's no problem
wala
with law.
ko
So,
nag-accept
he is very specific on Makabalan alone.
Yes, Madam Chair, with all due respect, wala ko nag-ingon nga gi-repair ang sa ako special
Point of
report
order.
gi-repair sa
But-
interpellation lang.
I think the Vice Mayor has not yet finished his question.
No,
Especially,
I was acknowledged.
relax lang. Hindi tayo
Yeah. So let us be, sometimes if you do reporting, of course, the first and foremost is you do the study. You
Madam
study, do ocular inspection, then you get datas. And if it's only one problem, you don't have to bring it here. For me. Because, sabi to department ng fire department, na department, because they have their own heads that you can really go to. Para lang masulbar. For me, sa ako, is it really necessary to bring it here? Why not maximize the time, go to the fire marshal, tell them, your fire truck in Makabalan, do something about it. Otherwise, I'll make a special report if you don't do something about it.
If I may, Madam Chair, wala kunoy kalabutan, walay mahimo ang barangay o ang LGU. Apan nangutan ako, kung unsa bay mahimo namo isip counterpart, pinaagi sa ako baling nga kaakuhan, kung unsa bay mabuhat nako isip usa ka konsehal nga pinili bali sa katawan, nag-ingon ang kadagkuan sa regional office sa BFP nga ang procurement ang problema kagawad. Ang imo kung naay gusto
Procurement
ninyo,
here or procurement in?
procurement dito nga
O, dito.
ang ilang ingon, Madam Chair, busa gani ang sugyot, Madam Chair, nga
Kani bitong problema na to bitaw sa ato dire, okay man na. Pero problema sa uban, let them handle the problem
yes,
first.
Madam Chair,
Sila sa una.
yes, Madam Chair.
Then we go into details if they do not do anything about it. Mo man akong point. I mean, let us not do the reporting kaning problema nga usara sa Makabalan. Let them handle first the problem before you bring it in the plenary.
Yes,
Mo
Madam,
man tanay sakto. Otherwise, if the problem is really that big that involves now the city and the entire constituents of Cagayan de Oro, then you have all the floor. Karon, settle sa dito.
yes, Madam Chair, mo na ang ako lagi nangutan ako, Madam Chair, with all due respect. Ako mapaminawan ko, inani lang, Madam Chair. Wala ilain ako tuyo, igo ra pagresponde pagtabang kang Kapitan Raipon sa Barangay Makabalan. Kaya mao ni ilang
Okay. Yes, Councilor Ayan Mark Nakaya. So you go to the fire marshal muna.
Yes,
And then if
yes,
that
Madam Chair,
cannot be
I did.
addressed, then you come here, okay? Sige.
Lintin ako nga kunbo with a certain official na human pero kamuha pa mo na human. Anyway, there was a raised point of order by the majority leader and I hope that was taken earlier so that there would be no
Yes.
engagement between the presiding officer and a member of the council because that is a no-no in a parliamentary procedure wherein the presiding would engage discussion, in fact, debate with a member, unless otherwise she will yield.
I'm sorry. Yes, I was just trying to voice out so that everybody will have the chance also that if there's any reporting, I'm trying to convey for everybody nga kung may reporting, let it be be direct to the point. There will be
And,
study first,
yeah.
and there will be. So that is my point of discussion.
We understand where the presiding officer comes from, but there is a strict parlance in certain rules wherein we live by the rules as members of the council because this is a parliament, a small parliament that holds dearly with regard on the international rules of procedure and at the same time our own house rules. At any rate, your message has been relayed appropriately, Madam Presiding Officer. And even us as members, we should not argue with the presiding officer. And to have a lengthy discussion and in the process, we try to create policy, but policies are normally done by enacting house rules of the council and at the same time perhaps modify if there is a need to modify the rules of the council, but not an executive fiat that would pronounce house rules. And therefore, it has already been taken to rest, the discussion, And there has already been an opinion raised by the presiding officer and at the same time by the chair of the Committee on the Fire and Public Safety, and opened also by the majority leader as regards reporting. We hope that each member will also abide by what is appropriate in a dignified manner as members of the council. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Very good reminder. Councilor Roger Abaday, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, my colleagues, and all people who are watching us, listening us today. This is with regards to the passage of resolution requesting another agency, national agency, with regards to their procurement. I think it's not yet proper. Kay. Remember that the BEP under Republic Act 9154, the Fire Code of the Philippines, is under the supervision of the ILG. A separate agency like the LGU, Cagayan de Oro, is another agency which is under the umbrella of DILG. So, orang kining ato pasakat ng resolution, nanduan ta siya, orang papangilabot at interfering to other agency. No? But remember that the city has already devolved the authority to the BEP regarding the issuance of the permit. Sila naga-in charge niya, and they have their share. I think 20% pa siguro sa kuhan. I-share na para sa ilang maintenance and support sa ilang office, no? Like din sa Cagayan de Oro, and the national government or the BEP, ilan ang ibalik, i-share din sa kuhan, no? Sa mga local BEP offices. So, I think kanang problema, that is internal problem of the BEP din sa na i-address sa provincial ba, city fire marshal, and they have their yearly, quarterly, internal evaluation sa ilang mga. So I think that will be referred to the office of the city fire marshal so that that could be addressed kung saan ay problema niya. Kay ang Cagayan de Oro wala magkakulang og support, administrative and supervision control over the BEP and other law enforcement agencies here nga support pa gani in terms of honorarium and other administrative agencies. So the concern about their procurement, I think that is not the jurisdiction of the local government of Cagayan de Oro City. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. So, refer.
Yes. Madam Chair, in addition.
Yes, Councilor Edgar Cabanlas.
Ang ako lang yung sunod nga ni, ripa sa daan dito sa chairman sa kwan,
Yeah.
para po nga, di po makurat po ng chairman. Now, ikaduha, the presiding officer has the total authority to guide the city council. You have that authority. And in your guidance, you may say something also. That is my point, Madam Chair. So,
Thank you very much.
let's proceed. Oh, ano naman? Ano na pa rin? Councilor Christian Rostico Atsas.
Councilor Christian Justico Achas, you have the floor.
To the presiding officer, Vice Mayor Jocelyn B. Rodriguez, to the members of the 20th Council, to the people of Cagayan de Oro, friends and guests, mayong hapon kanatong tanan. Madam Chair, my report is all about the local public transport route plan. Let me begin in the objectives of the LPTRP. The main objectives of the public transport route plan is to achieve, to develop, to promote high-quality public transportation system, and to ensure and prioritization of the movement of people and goods. Moreover, the LGU and the Department of Transportation shall promulgate, administer, enforce, and monitor compliance with public transport policies, laws, and regulations which promote the mobility as a basic human need. To achieve these objectives, LPTRPs to be prepared by the LGU and should be easily understand and responsive to the transport and mobility of the locality, providing public transportation in undeserved areas and rationalizing areas where there is
and oversupply of public transport modes. I made this report, Madam Chair, because I have some questions. Number one, kung ang pag-implementar ni ining LPTRP is part of our focus agenda. Number two, does the LGU is ready on September 1 on the launching of the application of the LPTRP throughout the city? Kung andam na ba ang atong lokal nga kagamahanan sa pag-implementar ni ini? Kadua, na-informed na ba ang atong katawhan sa bag-o nga ruta? Kaya kung naa na tayo bag-o nga ruta, daghan ang mga displaced na mga commuters, kung nakahatag na ba sila og information ni ini? In the barangay level, are they prepared? Ila bang na-inform ang atong katawhan sa bag-o nga ruta nga kung diin daghan sa atong mga motorela og informal transport groups nga ma-displace og maapektuhan sa pag-implementar sa LTPRP. About sa motorila, mawad-an og pasayro kay nalukop naman sa modernized jeepneys ang atong mga gitawag nga local roads. Ang local roads, Madam Chair, defined by our LPTRP manual, nag-ingon didto nga ang mga local roads mo kining mga dalan nga intended para sa mga motorila. Now, sa akong observation personally, Madam Chair, kung nakita pod na ko ang mga reklamo sa atong mga motorila nga ang ilang local roads or mga feeder roads naagian na usab sa modernized jeepney. Mo kini nga akong sugyot, Madam Chair, nga unta ato ning matutukan nga kaning pipila ka mga motorela nga naa sulod sa atong local roads. Remember, Madam Chair, ang atong arterial roads mo kining mga dalan nga kung diin gigahin para sa atong modernized jeepney. Apan karon nakita nako nga nay mga local roads nga naapektuhan ni ini nga kung diin gialaw sa atong ordinansa nga ang mga local roads intended sa motorila. Gani ang local roads, Madam Chair, included din ani ang mga barangay roads. Now, muna nagsugyot ako nga unta ato ning ma-expedite ang atong dissemination information para ma-download na nato ang atong mga ruta para pud nga makahatag na og sakto nga dalan sa atong mga modernized jeepney. I would like to refer to the appropriate committee on public utility on Councilor General Calizo. That's all my report, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you very much, Councilor Ayan Chas. Yes, Councilor Romeo Calizo, you have the floor.
Thank you very much again.
The topic is COWD. Is this not the one? Lahi lagi yan topic. Akaron lang.
It was changed, Madam Chair.
Thank you, thank you.
But anyway,
Yes.
Madam Chair, thank you very much. I welcome the prayer of the good reporter, but really to answer the lined up questions of the good reporter, we have here the members of the Committee on Public Utilities. They can always help me out. We have here Councilor Bernie, Councilor Agasuan, Councilor Evie Emano, and Councilor Roger Abaday. Because the committee level, Madam Chair, I never did any approval unilaterally. I always get the consensus of all the members. And really, these are concerns that were already raised by the stakeholders attending the series of meetings already. Because good for Cagayan de Oro, because we already have an approved local public transport route plan. It was reviewed for so many years by the LTFRB. It was reviewed again by the DOTR. They sent it back to LGU, CDO. We sent it back again to the OTR, and eventually it got approved. Now it is for implementation, Madam Chair. On September 1, as has been said by our good reporter, it will be in its full implementation. Kini wala pa gani nagsugod kanjed na anay mga reklamo. Natural manggod ni sa isa ka plano because any plan is never perfect, even after series of brainstormings, Madam Chair. That's why as we go in its full implementations, we continuously receive inputs because these inputs might make our plan better in the future. Because even if it is already an approved plan, it is still
Deal.
open for improvements, adjustments. So, may I just ask the good reporter. Anyway, we've been inviting different barangays to join the meetings. So, through them, because there's no, at this point, Madam Chair, our CIO has not yet included this in their widespread dissemination. It's only through the barangays as of the moment. Nga, mao ni ang atong LPTRP, mao ni ang mga available routes, mao ni ang mga available pa as of now nga mga modernized vehicles. That's why we continuously have been requesting for the postponement of the what we call consolidation, the strict implementation of the consolidation, because we still need the traditional vehicles. They're just like Ipunan. One route needs 69 modernized vehicles. They have only 7. So where will our commuters ride? If you go to Pagatpat, Baikingon, wala pa may modernized diya. And so there's still gaps in our approved LPTRP acceptedly, Madam Chair. So while these are the breaches, these are the gaps, and many are manifesting their complaints. At least we have a plan to start with, Madam. So as I've said, it's not a perfect plan. Siyempre, and in implementing a plan, not everybody will get satisfied. The committee is always at the dilemma whether to work for the welfare of the operators or the welfare of the commuters, Madam Chair. So these are all considerations that we have to face and accept the challenge in coming up with the appropriate resolution, Madam Chair. So anyway, the members of the Committee on Public Utilities are always there, patiently contributing their inputs para lang matarong atong mga transport services, Madam Chair. But of course, yung ani di ay ang governance, di good nimo masatisfy ang tanan, Madam Chair. So I welcome the prayer of the good reporter. It be referred to the Committee on Public Utilities. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Councilor Romeo Calizo. Yes, Councilor Bernice Parcia, then Councilor Roger Abaday.
Thank you very much, Madam Presiding Officer. May hapon sa atong tanan, sa mga atong mga guests sa media, may hapon ka atong tanan. Madam Chair, supposed to be, this is a separate special report, pero this is a rejoiner to the reporter, Madam Presiding Officer. First, I agree on our chairman of the transportation or the Committee of Public Utilities nga dako kayo o kapilan na may sigig hearing kabayan aning local public transport route plan or LPTRP, because usa sa mga problema pod kay usa sa gusto may tabo pod sa LPTRP, Madam Presiding Officer, kung pwede pa lang ang mga ruta dili na tanan mo adto sa Kugon Market. Kay kung tan-aw ninyo kung dugay na mo sa Cagayan de Oro, kasagara gyud tanan ruta nga to, tanan mo agi sa Kugon. Bisag sa District 1 mo adto sa Kugon, bisag na dito sa Leo mo adto sa Kugon. Munay usa sa mga problema. Now, ikaduha, medyo naglabad na ang atong chairman sa Committee on Public Utilities kay lisod kay timbangon kay tama ang gingon sa atong good reporter nga na mga na-displace. Napay grupo pod na moingon nga ngano nagsapaw-sapaw naman ni ang among ruta basig wala na may pasahero. Wa pagaling apil diha ang mga bao-bao nga gusto pod mo biyahe nga bisag unsaon og balik-balik og sulti nga di palagi mo matagaan og franchise sa LTFRB, gusto pod sila mo apil. Now, as a rejoinder, Madam Presiding Officer, I think also it's about time. You know, we are targeting raba nga ang Cagayan de Oro mahimong usa ka Metro Cagayan de Oro. And actually, kung atong unaw-naon, tanawa gali ng uptown sa una, mingaw man na. Diyang kanituan nga area sa una, mingaw man na. Pero karon halos grabe na gyud ang development. But until now, kung tanaw ninyo, ang atong ruta mao gihapon. And usa sa problema nato kay ang uban nagreklamo sa atong bag-ong LPTRP nga route plan, kay nay uban mo pagaling pagsugod sa ruta, kay naman gud sila yung mga ruta, Madam Presiding Officer, nga dili na ipaagi og kugon. Nay uban balubal diretso na lang sa Puerto. Nay uban gyud nga Distrito 1 ra gyud sila. Burag naalay ruta nga magsapaw. Pero ang problema mo pagaling atong pagsugod, napagaling ta sa testing the waters, ang mga organization di po na to sila mamahayan kay hunahuna magunila tanan tao mo adto gyud sa merkado sa kugon. Ug silang tanan gusto gyud sila kana nga ruta. Mo nang sila karon wa pa lang magsugod or nagsugod pa lang og testing, gusto nila nga ibalik gyapon nga moadto gyapon sa kugon market. That's why I want to add, Madam Presiding Officer, nga tana ato na yung i-expedite also. Kumusta naman ang atong Puerto Market? In fairness to Carmen Market now, kung naka sa Distrito 1, kung wa lang yung kay paliton pa nga mas daghan pang mas barato sa Kugon, malipay namang nga naka sa Carmen. So mo nang di nakamulahos sa Kugon. I had not an official survey, just a Facebook social media survey lang, Madam Presiding Officer. Nag-post ko, kung doon mo sa Puerto, nganong ato pa mangyud gyapon mo sa Kugon. And simple ra kay lang ginasulti, Madam Presiding Officer. Number 1, nigawas gyud nga kompleto sa Kugon, na dito tanan ang barato. Ang kasagara daw mamalit sa Puerto, ang nagamaligya, nangumpra ra gihapon dito sa Kugon. That's why mas mahal gihapon sa Puerto. So that's why they will go to Kugon. Number 2, ang Puerto daw gihapon hantod karon, please, sorry for my word, nibasa lang ko sa mga komento, maingon gihapon nga ang Puerto napasagdan, basa, gabaha gihapon, baho ang tubig, grabe ka traffic. That's why they rather choose paghihapon nga moadto gihapon sa Kugon. So ang ako lang, Madam Presiding Officer, can we add General Calizo, sir, kung pwede na to ang uban ahensya or kinsabay assign karon sa atong kamerkadon, maybe it's about time ato na gyuning diskusyonan, ato na gyuning iplastar kung pwede ba ato na nang papaspasan ang development diha sa Puerto, which is the former barangay of our reporter, ang Puerto Market. Ipagwapo na nato na para please ang mga tao malipay sa LPTRP nga diretso na sa Puerto. Kay dito pa lang sa Puerto, pwede na din ka makapalit og barato, mas plastar. Kay in fairness dito na naman po yung mga mall nga pwede nagyapon mo ato dito. I believe nga na po yung laing mall na ibutang dito sa Puerto, Madam Presiding Officer. Kanala kong gusto idugang nga tana atong ibutang sa tong planning nga i-divide na nato. Ang District 1, Carmen, Palambuon. Diriya sa Distrito 2, kung pwede pa lang diya sa Puerto, diyang na area, Palambuon ang merkado. Paninduton, papaspason ang development para at least ma-divide na ang tanan mga manakayay, dili na ta magdugok mo ni padiri sa Kugon. Dagan salamat, Madam Presiding
Okay, thank
Officer.
you very much, Councilor Bernice Parsa. Yes, any comment? Councilor Roger Abaday, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Madam Presiding Officer. In addition to what Councilor Bernie has stated, no. Now, kini kong LPTRP, dugay kini na gi-approve sa DOTR dito sa ano? Because this is a detailed plan, route network with specific modes of transportation, and required number of units per mode of delivering land transportation services. Sa usa ka syudad, dili sa syudad sa Cagayan kita pinakauna na aprobahan kani nga ko ano. In fact, we are waiting for how many years saya pa ni gi-approve. And we are gihimutang benchmark sa bang probinsya no tungod sa atong kining route plan. Now, ang ka-diferensya man gyud my colleagues no, Madam Presiding Officer, kay sa among meeting sa committee, halos tanan mga operator driver gusto sila mamili sa ruta. Silang asa sila gusto mabiyahe, wala pa gani maka-take out, wala pa gani maka fully implemented ang kini nga plano. Daghan na kayong reklamo, daghan na gusto nga ipa-revise. So, Una nga, atong hangyon nato ang mga drivers, operators, o mga pedis ko, ano? Let this plan work sa, later on, kung sa'yo mga diferensya atong, atong Korean. Karon wala pa ka nakatikop. Daghan na kayo dahil gusto na i-revise na sab. Remember nga, giagi ni sa isaktong pagtuon. Grabe ang pagtuunan ni sa mga experts kani atong mga, then, ato lang i-revise o truhon ato just for the sake of there are some few people who are wanted to change. So, let this plan work first so that we will know later on if this is effective or not. Anyway, as what General Calizo said, there is no perfect plan, only perfect intention. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Roger Abaday. Correct. Have you done any public consultation with a big group to really send your message, no, to this large group? Have you done that? Ay, pag yes.
I several meetings already.
No. Meetings is just, meetings different.
Different sectors, motorista, drivers.
How many have you done like a public consultation? How many people?
I will throw back that to the chairman, Madam Chair.
Is it only here in the session hall? Yes, Councilor Romeo Calizo.
Actually, Madam Chair, an centralized dissemination from LGU CDO. There's no program yet, but we channeled the information through our barangays already.
Have you met barangays?
And we have sent, every time that we have meetings, we invite the operators associations. And here at the meeting hall, it appears that they understood everything. Kinilang lagi, ambot lang, nabugtay batasan nga atog yung i-insist atong gusto. So, this is a clear definition of the absence of discipline, Madam Chair. I researched what does discipline, how is it defined? Whether it be legal, dictionary meaning, it is obedience to established law. So, this is the LPTRP, although it's a plan, when it was already approved for its full implementation, it's already as if it is a law.
Yes.
So, the best that we can do is to obey. And that is exercise of discipline, Madam Chair. That's why I'd like to request my colleagues here in the council, while we entertain their problems, because by way of course, letting us understand their problems, we can put some adjustments in the plan, but not necessarily sympathizing with them to up to the extent of letting them disobey orders or established law, Madam Chair. That's why ako lang hangyo sa atong mga kauban nga explain kini sa mga operators. Ato sa ning sugdan, at sa ning testingan ba? Anya na lang ta magreklamo og nagay dili gyud maayo nga resulta. So really, Madam Chair, although as I've said, there's no centralized way of having this disseminated by our CIO, I've requested them na hinahinay siguro nga atong i-program kay para masabtan sa atong katawhan nga mauni ang atong LPTRP. Because not everybody, even actually the barangays, kanang mga barangay officials, galisod sila disseminate kay it's either they don't understand or they refuse to understand, Madam Chair. So, mula atong hangyo lagi nga ipasabot nato atong parehas nga public officials nga mauni atong LPTRP atong sulayan. Total og nagyo dili maayo, di ata mag-adjust, Madam Chair.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Councilor Romeo Calizo. Yes, Councilor Amy Moreno, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, to answer your question, when I was the chairperson of cooperatives, LTFRB initiated a workshop or a meeting, symposium with the members of the cooperatives on transportation. So they were well informed of the program. And usahay, I would receive requests, no, labi na sa rota, but I would tell them to wait for the implementation and just what Mr. Councilor General Calizo had mentioned, you know, to give it a chance before implementing, before making comments. However, Madam Chair, I would also like to request that since this LPTRP was, I think, 4 years in the making, and we had a team, no, LPTRP team, during the former administration, may I request, Madam Chair, that those who created this LPTRP be included, no, sa atuang committee meeting. Maybe perhaps they can shed light or clarification to the finalization of our LPTRP. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you very much, Councilor Aimee Moreno. Yes, referred to the to Councilor Romeo Calizo for in his committee. So let us proceed. Councilor Majority Floor Leader Attorney Edgar Cabanlas.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Let's proceed to our business today. Items one, okay. Item 1, proposed resolution number 2024-805, returning to Barangay Council of Barangay 3, this city. It's ordinance number 1, series of 2024, covering its annual budget for CY 2024 with an estimated income of 3,399,476 pesos, with the information that said ordinance is operative in its entirety. May I request Councilor Yen Lam Lim be recognized.
Councilor Yan Lam Lim, you recognize.
Madam Chair, everything is in order. I move for the approval of purpose resolution number 2024-805.
Any second? Objection. I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve as second and final reading.
Second. Objection. I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Items 2 and 3, third.
For omnibus approval, items 2 and 3. Item 2 is proposed resolution number 2024-806, returning to the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay number 35, this city. It's resolution number 10, series of 2024, covering its supplemental budget number 1 for calendar year 2024, with an estimated income of 335,199 pesos and 92 centavos. Item 3 is proposed resolution number 2024-807, returning to the Sangguniang Kabataan, Barangay number 5, this city. It's resolution number 5, series of 2024, covering its annual budget for calendar year 2024, with an estimated income of 317,173 pesos, with the information that said resolutions are operative in their entirety.
Madam Chair, may I request Councilor Kenneth Sakala be recognized. Oh,
The second youngest
Honorable.
lang.
sorry.
Second youngest.
Councilor Roger Abaday.
Councilor Roger Abaday, you recognize.
Thank you very much. Move for the approval of the proposed resolutions number 2024-806, proposed resolution number 2024-07 for approval.
Any second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second and final reading.
Second. Objection. I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Item 4, third.
Item number 4 is proposed ordinance number 2024-537, appropriating the sum of 78,434 pesos and 40 centavos from the personal services, salaries, and wages savings under item number 2, City Government Assistant Department Head 2 of the Office of the City Social Welfare and Development Officer for the period January 1 to 27, 2024 in the 2024 annual budget to be made available for the payment of the unpaid year-end bonus in the amount of 74,434 pesos and 40 centavos and cash gift in the amount of 4,000 pesos for calendar year 2023 of Ms. Nida B. Panya, former Assistant City Social Welfare and Development Officer who retired from public service on August 2023.
May I request, Madam Chair, that Councilor Yan Lamlim be recognized.
Councilor Yan Lamlim, you recognize?
I move for the approval of proposed ordinance number 2024-537.
And a second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second and final reading.
Second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Item 5, Turks.
Item number 5 is proposed ordinance number 2024-538, appropriating the sum of 317,697 pesos and 36 centavos from the personal services, personnel benefits contributions, terminal leave benefits earmarked for Ms. Floriza T. Elio, nursing attendant of the G.R. Borham General Hospital, in the 2024 annual budget to be made available for the payment of the terminal leave pay of Ms. Mary Idilin Gacus Hagunya, former nurse 1 of said hospital who retired from the public service on June 1, 2022.
Madam Chair, may I request Councilor Girly Balaba be recognized.
Councilor Girly Balaba, you recognize?
Yes, good afternoon, Madam Presiding Officer. I move for the approval of proposed ordinance number 2024-538.
Second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Item 6, Madam Chair, Turks.
Item 6 is proposed ordinance number 2024-539, appropriating the sum of 104,744 pesos and 52 centavos from the item non-office general public services sector terminal leave benefits monetization of earned leave earmarked for Engineer Alan O. Villalba, City Government Assistant Department Head 2 of the Office of the City Public Services Officer in the 2024 annual budget to be made available for the payment of the terminal leave pay of Mr. Christian A. Esclamado, former Computer Programmer 2 of the Office of the Human Resource Management Officer, who resigned from public service on July 16, 2022.
Madam Chair, may I request Councilor General Romeo Calizo be recognized.
Councilor Romeo Calizo, you recognize?
Thank you, Madam Chair. May I move for the approval of the proposed ordinance number 2024-539.
And a second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second and final reading.
Second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Item 7, proposed ordinance number 2024-540, authorizing the City Mayor Orlando A. Uy, representing the City Government of Cagayan de Oro, DONI, to sign the deed of donation with the National Council on Disability Affairs, donor, represented by Executive Director 3, Glenda Rilova, covering the latter's donation of 1 unit desktop computer, brand new, for the exclusive use for the data collection of persons with disability and other disability-related data through the Department of Health, Philippines registered persons and with disability under the terms and conditions stipulated therein. May I request Councilor Balaba be recognized.
Councilor
Girly.
Girly Balaba, you recognize?
Yes, thank you. And with this ordinance, Madam Chair, I would like also to extend our gratitude to the NCDA for this computer, for the data of our PWDs. So I move for the approval of proposed ordinance number 2024-540.
And a second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Item 8, proposed ordinance number 2024-541, declaring Cagayan de Oro City government-owned 4-hectare property, a portion of the 14.8-hectare lot under lot number 21104, CAD 369-D, covered by UCT number P-1211, located in Barangay Pagalungan, the city as site of the proposed city composting center, and for this purpose, repealing ordinance 14143/2021. May I move for its approval, Madam Chair.
Any second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve second final reading.
Second. Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
9, proposed ordinance 2024-542, declaring Cagayan de Oro City government-owned property identified as portion of lot 2613 CAD 369-D with an area of 53,035 square meters located in Barangay Dansolihon, the city as site of the proposed city agricultural center. May I request Councilor J. Roa Pascual.
Councilor J. Roa Pascual, you're recognized. Stop copying.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. Move to approve proposed ordinance number 2024-542.
Any second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Any second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
For inclusion, may move to include in our agenda items 10 to 13, Madam Chair.
Second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Item 10, proposed ordinance number 2024-543, authorizing the city mayor Rolando A. Uy, representing the city government of Cagayan de Oro, to enter into and sign the memorandum of agreement with the Department of Public Works and Highways, represented by Senior Undersecretary Emil K. Sadain or Sadain. Sadam. Oh,
Sadain.
Sadain. Sadam. Sadain.
Yes, Sadain.
CISO 1, covering the operations and maintenance of the flood risk management project for Cagayan de Oro River under the Japan International Cooperation Agency JICA loan agreement PHP 259 under the terms and conditions stipulated therein. Move for its approval, being the chairman of the Committee on Public Works.
Any second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Item 11, proposed resolution number 2024-08, expressing the 20th City Council's deepest sorrow for the untimely demise of Madam Divina, Biharola, the wife of
Former mayor.
Congressman, former mayor, former city councilor. Divina Biharola, and conveying most profound sympathy and condolences to former Congressman, former City Mayor Constantino G. Haraula and the bereaved family. Move by everybody.
Yes. Any second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve second final reading.
Second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Proposed resolution number 2024, commending and congratulating Filipino baritone singer and Liceo de Cagayan University music teacher Cipriano Mercado de Guzman Jr. for winning the top prize in the professional senior category of the International Music Competition Barcelona Grand Prize Virtuoso at the UNESCO Palau de la Música Catalana in Barcelona, Señores, Spain. Mortagay Spanish ito na.
Hello.
On July 27, 2024, on the top prize in the same category at the Solitar Mozart
Chum.
Mozart Chum.
Mozart Chum.
Mozart Chum. Salzburg, Austria, on July 31, 2024, subject to styling. You know, can you say James Bond? Shooting niya mga kung siyang shoot pronounce. Councilor James Judith. Madam Chair, be recognized.
Kanta. Ah, katundere, nagkanta. Yeah, from Liceo ba? Yeah.
Considering that everything is in order, Madam Chair, I move for the approval of proposed resolution number 2024-809.
Any second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby by card.
Move to approve on second and final reading.
Second. Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Item 13, the last item, proposed resolution number 2024-810, congratulating Kirk Abi ko Virtuoso na lang, Virtuoso.
Populate. Populate.
Populate.
Like ba di apelido?
President of, sino siya? Russia ni siya. President of Barangay Puerto de City for winning the national crown, Queen Philippines Universe 2024, subject to styling, Councilor Yvonne Yasini, Dilim din Yasini,
Yasin. Yvonna.
B. Imano, and Councilor Christian Rustico Imachas, and all members of the City Council as authors of this ordinance. Move.
Motion to move to approve. Any second? Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve on second final reading.
Second. Objection? I hear none. Motion is hereby carried.
There being no other matters to take up, move to adjourn, Madam Chair.
Session adjourned.
Tuloy,
God
sir.
bless us all. Dua ka lechon karon. Tempa, kinapay cake.